Well, those allied cooperative specialists, they get out and about a bit. And I have Isaac Brown, certified energy specialist out of Hickston. You're going to be at Cranberry School today.
Today we're going to be down at the Wisconsin State Cranberries Association exhibitor conference in the Wisconsin Dells. So we'll be at the Wilderness Resort in the Glacier Canyon Conference Center from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., talking everything from energy, propane, refined fuels, lubricants, to fertilizer, chemical and other inputs for all those cranberry growers that are out there.
And now I think of agronomy when it comes to cranberry growers, but I don't always think of them needing energy and being concerned about energy. They're not drying cranberries like we dry our corn. So why would they be interested in the energy realm of Allied Cooperative?
Yeah, so actually interesting you should mention drying. There are a lot of fruit producers that need a lot of propane for drying fruit, and large warehouses and, propane bottle cylinders for running forklifts and other machinery and lift pumps and different things on the marsh. So, a lot of folks are probably looking at that propane squeeze that we're seeing this time of year, and hopefully a lot of those folks are contracted with us and can take care of those needs throughout the winter.
And speaking of the propane squeeze, what's it looking like at Allied Cooperative?
Yeah, at the co-op every year we make sure to allocate enough gallons for all of our commercial and residential users. So we've got propane throughout the season. Even when you see an energy emergency declaration from, the governor's office here, as propane it's kind of struggling to make its way out of the south. And we see that as there's a bit of a pipeline demand that was unexpected in those southern territories when they had kind of that Arctic blast here over the past week. So you kind of can think of it as, a funnel coming up to Wisconsin, and when you've got somebody pulling all the gas off to the south, we end up with a shortage up here, even though it hasn't been extremely cold. We're starting to see those temperatures really drop now. It has put a bit of a squeeze on, folks that maybe some of their companies aren't allocated like a cooperative.
But what about the agronomy part of the Cranberry School? Is there going to be somebody at the Cranberry School that specializes in the agronomy part of growing those cranberries?
Yeah, so basically out of our Rapids and Plover divisions, we've got agronomy leads that are going to be at this particular event, and they specialize in the different fertilizers that go on cranberries throughout the year. Also going to be looking at some of the chemicals for the pests, insects, and weeds that can ail a lot of cranberry growth. So those folks have a lot of great information. I don't personally specialize in any of that, and I won't try to tell you that I do, but learning a little bit from the experts is always great. So it'll be a learning experience for myself and the people that come to our booth.
And talking about that booth, where is this, and what are some of the things that you guys are going to be talking about?
It's going to be at the Wilderness Resort in the Glacier Canyon Conference Center, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. today. We're going to have maybe a few fun games, some handouts mentioning our lubricants promotion that's going on right now. For every 100 gallons of qualified Cenex lubricants, you can receive a $50 gift card. Basically, they're going to be looking at inputs for this next year, presenting on some of that. When it comes to fertilizer or chemical, a lot of folks like to get those inputs locked in now, especially as we see energy markets take a little bit of an uptick here. It can be a good time to strategize to maybe mitigate some of the risk of an uncertain market. So it'll be very informative.
And you'll be learning, I bet, from the producers as well. And, it's kind of interesting sometimes to find out what their thoughts are and their demands are.
Absolutely, yeah. People don't really think about it, but, cranberry marshes have to move a ton of water That quite often means large diesel demand. Cranberry marshes have to go over their crops numerous times throughout the year to ensure the health of the plant and make sure that the fruit matures properly and that they can have a successful harvest come the fall.
It's always good to catch up with Isaac Brown, Certified Energy Specialist out of Hickston, for our Allied Cooperative program. He'll be busy at the trade show in Wisconsin Dells. And that's our program for today. I'm Jill Welke.